Okay. Everybody keeps talking about AI agents, including myself, because that's what I love to build. But what does that actually mean for your real estate business or any business? I'm going to make it simple. An AI agent isn't just a chat GPT answering a question, it's technology that could be given a job, information, and process that can help carry the process that you give it forward. It's as simple as that. Think about it like this: all the repetitive things that we do, leads, answering questions, preparing for open houses, creating, marketing, organizing, client, farming, all these different things. Now I'm imagining building an AI agent around some of those processes. Sounds good, right? So instead of me just explaining it to you and talking about it, I'm going to show you, you ready? What I built. I want you to meet Sierra. Now, this is one of my own that I built, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes to show you how I've used Sierra to solve real estate business problems, because I not only teach you about AI, but I also want to show you how I work and I build smarter tools around it. Because they don't call me Stamel, the AI producer behind systems that never sleep for nothing, right? So come on, let's go. Let me show you. Okay, so welcome to Stanell and Sierra. This is Sierra. She is our relocating concierge. So just to have you navigate through this website with me. Now, from a realtor standpoint, this is something that you can basically show how the systems can help you relocate a lead. So let's say you have a website such as this, and you want to show your lead how to navigate through the Tampa area. You may have a lead from, the north, from New Jersey, where I'm from, from California, somewhere. Is California the north? I don't know. But anyway, somewhere from the north, and they don't know much about the Tampa area. So this is just another way that you can help them. So right here, why Tampa Bay? Relocating to Tampa Bay, start with your Florida lifestyle journey here. You see Sierra, meet Sierra, press on her. And so Sierra just greeting you saying hello. You see the SNS, Danelle and Sierra. So why Tampa Bay? And the reasons why I built this is because it'll tell you the sunshine, the food, the culture, everything while I navigated from New Jersey to here in the Bay Area. So if you keep scrolling down, then you will have the airport. So again, from a realtor standpoint, you can show them the different airports that we have here: Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota, Orlando, just to give you a little synopsis of why I built this. Um, Also, it just helps keep the potential client that you have connected to you. Your Florida relocation starts here, and then no matter where your life take you in Florida, I'll help you get there with confidence. You might say, well, where does Sierra come in? I'll show you. Right here, your relocation, Miami. These are the different parts of Florida: Orlando, Jacksonville, Tallahassee. See all of that. Um, if you keep scrolling down, relocating beyond Florida, and just connect with me. That would be me, or that would be you. If you're looking at this from a standpoint that need a website like this as a realtor or a broker. And then just some information about myself, just so your client can see this. Because when we get leads, I don't know whatever CRM that you're using, but we get these like Bold Trail, the different leads that we have, but it doesn't give you a guide from somebody that's relocating, or someone that's relocating from, let's say, Pinellas County to Hillsborough County. They may know a whole lot about that particular county, but they may not know about the county that they may be interested in relocating for whatever reasons. It could be a job, it can be a grandchild, whatever the situation. So why this means so much? So this is just more information here. And so I wanted to make it fun, and I wanted to make it very active. So the Explore Tampa Bay. So family living, retirement community, waterfront living. I'm gonna click on waterfront living. So now this is Sierra. Tell Sierra where to send your relocation notes. So you will put your name, your information here, and you can start chatting with Sierra. That's one way that you can. Let's say I put my name here, address, start chatting with Sierra, and now that's the way you can chat with Sierra there. Waterfront, I want boating and waterfront because remember, you clicked on that and look all the information. Hello there, I'm Sierra, AI assistant created by Sanel Myers. And so, again, as a realtor, created by whoever you are. And then this is all the information. Hillsborough County, look at South Tampa, particularly areas like Davis Island. So it tells you the high in demand different areas, Davis Island, Harbor Island, Bayshore, Apollo Beach, Ruskin. And then it goes into Pinellas and Pasco. And, in Pasco, Newport Richey, and it just gives you the detailed information about that, which is also cool. And then it says, meet Sierra, ask about Tampa Bay. So I'll say something like, what are the schools in Pinellas County? And then it goes into Pinellas County have a robust of different schools. When considering schools, you have the magnet and choice program, the neighborhood schools, alongside with the quality, the vibe, the rating, the tiers. Understanding the different school zones, so then it tells you to book a call with me. I had a person at my open house that I had, Sierra, and they wanted to know, she was a nurse, and she wanted to know how many beds there were. And I was like, I don't know how many beds. I don't know if Sierra can do that. And that's how I found out that there are certain size hospitals depending on the bed. So Sierra was able to say, and we were in Pinellas County, how many beds were in what particular hospital. So that's just something, as again, if you're a realtor, if this is something that you would want me to build for you, just to, show you information. I'm gonna do more videos and get more in depth. But then if we go and switch as far as a client side, let's say now that you are the person that's relocating here to Tampa Bay. And what should you do? What should you consider? What areas, what locations should you um, look in? So relocation guide. Where's Tampa Bay? Where in Tampa Bay should you land? And so this is the different counties that I've been talking about. So if we click on Hillsborough County, and you'll see where Hillsborough County sits in Tampa. So it tells you Hillsborough County sits on the eastern shore of Tampa Bay and includes Tampa, the region's largest city. It gives you that information. Then it goes to communities. Sierra can help you. You have your Tampa, Apollo Beach, Riverview, Brandon, and it's very specific. Ruskin, Gibsonton, Lithia, Temple Terrace is very, very specific. Then it goes to the housing overview, housing type range, the transportations, which is very important because it can get really busy out here. It is a lot of infrastructure out here. You will see a lot of different restaurants and apartment complexes and homes, new builds, construction. It gets really busy, so it gives you that information. And that's also questions that you can ask Sierra. Ask Sierra about Hillsborough County, what it's like living in Apollo Beach, how does Tampa compare to the suburbs east of the city? So you can ask her that. Clicked on it, that didn't happen. So you can ask her about those questions there, or you can just go in and ask her a question. First time home buyers, start with Tampa Bay home buying process. So if you are a first-time home buyer, again, on the client side, 12 stages to start to get the keys. Then what I did was I built in that process so you can know from step one is actually preparing financially. You go down to step 5, choosing an area. So, I also have a first-time home buyer website that I will show you, but this is particularly for, those that are relocating to the Bay Area. So when I'm clicking, So we're going to, oh, so before we get there, I really wanted, because we're surrounded by water, find the beach. So you choose the beach that you want. I really love this part. And let's say Madeira Beach, right? So it tells you about Madeira Beach, about the vibe, the live nearby, the eating, the boating, the fishing, St. John's. Where is it to eat? The popular places, outside Dave's, the Boardwalk Grill, which is my absolute favorite. They have the best lobster roll in the world, and I search for lobster rolls. So I wanted to make sure, based on my experience, that it gave you that information. And this is me. This is a video of me just saying, hey, hi, how are you? This is not really me. This is my avatar. So here, hey, hey, so this is just me, who I am, what I did, why I created this for you. And then if you want to talk to Sierra, let's ask Sierra, what are the, let's see, popular, still. And if you make an error like this, it's okay. Restaurants in Pinellas County. So she said, the most popular dining spot, St. Pete, you'll find a diverse area, Park Shore Grill and Docks, Hawkers, Clearwater, Dunedin, Indian Rock Shore, Salt Rock Grill, and I love this because when I'm out and about and with my husband want to go somewhere, we all had ChatGPT, but if you're coming from a standpoint to where you are relocating, this I wanted to make sure this guide was everything that you actually need all in one, like your chat, all in one for you, specifically for understanding Tampa Bay and also relocating as well. So let me see. Will be another. Let's see. Let's see. How is the traffic or how is the traffic in Tampa? Let's see what Sierra says. We don't know. Okay. Sierra says, that's a very practical question for anyone considering the move. Tracking in Tampa, particularly in Hillsborough County and a wider Tampa area. So you see this, rush hours. It tells you roughly 7 to 9 and evening 4 to 6. So true. I would even say, depending on where you are, 3 o'clock, it starts to get a little crazy. But it tells you about I-275 commute times. These can vary significantly. So you already know the window too, when to start driving in the morning and the evening. And I just wanted to make sure you had all that information of growth impact. Tampa Bay area is experiencing significant growth with adds on to the number of vehicles in the road. So it's letting you know. And then you have the cost of living, best for family, beach time. So let's click cost of living. Okay, so the cost of living, overall cost of living, while housing costs have risen, the Tampa Bay area, encompassing Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco counties, generally offer a competitive cost of living, right? So it's telling you about the housing market and the metro, Tampa Bay Metro recently in the 300s. So it gives you all that information, property tax, other costs, groceries, utilities, So all this different information that would help guide you as far as relocating to Tampa. So this is Sierra. You can ask her any question. And, as I continue to build upon, and Sierra is just one of the many websites that I build because on both sides, as a realtor, you have to have something to value, of course, for your clients. And as a client, you want to know about the Bay. You want to know about the different communities, the schools, the waterfront, because we're all about waterfront here. So I hope you enjoyed this. And, this is Relocating to Tampa, and this is SNS, Danelle and Sierra. Now you see the difference.
This isn't about using AI just because everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. It's about looking at what you're already doing in your real estate business and asking, what can I build as a smarter system around this, what I'm already doing? And that's what I do. I build the system. I use them in my own businesses, and then I teach other professions how to do the same. I build, and then I teach you what I built for you. And if you're a broker or a brokerage, if you are a realtor, and you're ready to bring practical hands-on AI training to yourself or your agents, we need to talk. I come to you, I teach your team in person, and we work with with your actual business. I do not believe in Zoom, so that's not something that I do. I am a hands-on individual that want to be able to see your expression, be able to feel your expression, and that you can really understand, and I take my time with you. So I'm Stanell Myers, the AI producer behind systems that what? Never sleep.